Hello, this is Marvelyn Brown with Inner Word Business Services. Today we are going to look at setting up a lead generation form on a blog post. So this is how, now I'm using Thrive Suite as my, it's basically my theme. And so I'm going to go over, this is WordPress. This is how WordPress looks when you are in your dashboard. This is kind of the back end of WordPress. So this is the back end view of WordPress. And then if you want to look at your site, you can go to the front end of WordPress, and that's where this is what the public sees. So this is how my site looks to the public. So now I'm going to go back to the dashboard. And this is really the dashboard. When I talk about the dashboard, I would probably refer to it as the back end of WordPress. So just to kind of get the terminology right. Okay, so I'm going to go to my post and I'm going to click on all posts. And that's going to take me to all of my WordPress posts. So now I am going to, I'm going to look at my most recent post. I think that'll be a good place to start. I don't think I have any, I have some automated lead generation forms, but I'm going to actually put in a, I'm going to put a lead generation form right into the middle of my post. I think that'll be, because this post is actually about lead generation. So I think this is a great place to put a lead generation form. So let me just kind of scroll down to a place that I think would be a good place to put it. I guess this would be a good place. Okay, so when you are in Thrive Themes, there is a button that you always want to push to add elements. So on the right hand side at the very top, there's an Add Elements button, and you want to push that button. Now, in my case, my system is going a little slow. Okay, so we have lead generation. And there are lots of different ways for you to implement lead generation when you use Thrive Suite. But this is one of the ways that we're going to talk about here in just a second. So I'm going to type in lead generation, and the lead generation building block is going to populate. So I'm going to take that, I'm going to click on it and drag it to where I want it. So this is literally drag and drop, and you can put your lead generation form wherever you want. Now here are some templates that they've already put together. So it makes it really easy for you to put a form on any post or any page or anything that you might be working on. And basically what I want to do is just kind of put this right into the middle of the post. And it looks like, let's see, I'm going to move it. You don't want it to be like kind of intrusive or right in the middle of, you don't want it to be like right in the middle of your discussion. Now here is a lead generation form that is already, no, you know what? I think because this is about lead generation, I put the example. This is an example of a lead generation form. So let me just go back up to this form and I'm going to move it. I think I'm just going to put that lead generation form right under the example. I don't know, that might be a little bit busy. Maybe that won't work. So let me go back up here. And Jiminy Crickets, where am I going to put it? I guess I'll put it right here. I'll put it right there. Okay, so this is basically just a plain lead generation form. It asks for your name and your email, and then it gives you the ability to sign up. So if I want to make this look more interesting, I can add more things to it. So I'm going to add a content box because that will at least distinguish it from the rest of the post and make it look like it, you know, it's kind of just stuck here in the middle. But I want to make it look as good as possible. Okay, so I can put color in this background. I can put a picture in the background. And let me just see what a picture would look like. Maybe I can put just a, something in the background to make it stand out. So let's see what I have here. Okay, so I'm going to put this picture in the background. And let's see, do I want to reposition it or do I want to? I definitely want the keyboard to show up. So I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to click apply. And then I might want to put an overlay just to make it a little bit darker. Make a transparent overlay so that it's not, everything is not about the picture in the background, but you can actually see it. So as you can see, I'm adjusting the opacity of my overlay. And that way, you don't want the whole focus to be on the background picture. You just want people to know that it's there. So I'll put that on there like that. And see, here is my overlay color. Here is my image. And then the form kind of stands out a lot more. Instead of just having it against that white background where it would just kind of blend in, this stands out a lot more. So I'm going to also, let's see, I've got that done. I'm going to put a text box that says, let's see, what can I say? I'll just say sign up and learn more. I don't know. And of course, I'm going to tweak this later. So just for the sake of this video, I'm just going to say sign up and learn more. And up here, I can actually adjust and make this into a heading. So I want this to be a heading, but I don't want it to be extremely large. See, and then I'm going to change the color. And in order to do that, I go over to the left side and I can click on my color and make it white and then just click apply. Now, if I want to adjust, see there's a lot of space after sign up and learn more. I'm going to get rid of that space and just bring this up a little bit more. And then I'm going to click on my form and I'm going to adjust the spacing on this form as well. So there's 20 spaces above this form. I'm going to take it down to 0. And that way, the form doesn't have to be gigantic. It can just be just a place that people can sign up to get more information. And I don't know, I don't even know what I normally say, but I'll fix this because you want this to be kind of like a call to action. So you want, let's see, sign up and get your first free training or something like that. Let's see. Get your first free training. Okay, so now that I have my my form set up, I'm gonna hit save. And this is what, when you are editing in Thrive Suite, this is what it looks like. So on the left-hand side, you have a pane of tools that enables you to do certain things. And then on the left-hand side, you also have a pane that gives you your elements. So on the right-hand side, you have your elements. On the left-hand side, you have your pane that gives you the ability to do certain functions. So now that I have my form on my page, I have to link it up with my with Mailchimp. Mailchimp is my email provider. So I want to get that synced up. So in the previous video, in one of my previous videos, I showed you how to integrate Thrive themes or Thrive Suite with your email provider. And so I will put a link to that video below this one so that if you haven't done that yet, if you're using Thrive, it'll show you exactly how to do it, especially if you're using Thrive and Mailchimp. But if you're using another theme, you're going to have to figure out, how that theme will enable you to sync up your API with your site. So mine is already synced. I'm going to add connection, and that means that it's going to connect to my Mailchimp. So then here's a drop down, and this is kind of showing up light for some reason, but hopefully you can see this. This is where you want to click the drop down, and it's going to show you your option. So you can either have your subscribers, when they subscribe, you can set up your notification so that it syncs to email, or you can sync it to your email provider. You can also sync it to your WordPress account. I'm going to sync it to my Mailchimp. So then when I sync that to my Mailchimp, it goes into Mailchimp and it pulls all of my lists. So I have quite a few lists. And if you look at this next drop down, now this is the list that I want to send this person to once they sign up. You may have yours set up differently. Some people just have one list and they segment that list out based on what people are interested in. I took another approach, and I'm probably going to end up cleaning all of that up at some point. But as you can see, I have a lot of different lists. So I have all of these different lists based on interest and based on the kinds of products and services that I'm offering. So in this case, I'm going to choose the Inner Word Minute newsletter. And if I had groups set up, I could choose my group here. I'm going to give them the ability to do a double opt-in, because that way I can confirm that they gave me a valid email address. And I'll do another video at some point on the benefits of single opt-in versus double opt-in. But in this case, I'm going to use double opt-in. And I don't remember what the tags are that I have set up in Mailchimp. So I'm going to skip that for now, and I'm going to hit apply. So now that has been synced up with my Mailchimp. The next thing I want to do is I want to redirect my new lead. So once someone signs up, I want to send them to a thank you page. So I'm going to send them to a thank you page, and I gotta, let's see, I think my thank you page is, let's see, yep, it's just called thank you page. So I'm gonna highlight that, and I'm gonna copy it and go back to my lead generation page, and I'm gonna paste it right in there. So when someone signs up, this is my thank you page. So they go to a thank you page that says thank you for signing up, and then it also gives them information on how they can get their free training or their free product. So there's that. And then now that I've got that set up, I'm going to hit save. And once that saves, I'm going to also show you, just in the last couple of minutes here, I'm going to show you some different types of lead generation forms. So now this has been saved. I've got my form on my page, and that's it. So now I'm going to pause this for a moment, get out of the, now we're still in the back end or the back office of WordPress. I'm going to get into my actual site, and I will show you, and let me see, I might be able to do it from here. Okay, so I can actually get you there from here. So we're going to go into visit site, and we'll go and take a look at this page, and I can show you the lead generation form that I just set up. So this is what you want to do on your site. You want to have the ability to set up a form just like the one that we just set up. You want to be able to put those forms anywhere on your page. You don't want to just be limited like most people. Now this is a lead generation form here. Most people will set up a lead generation form in their sidebar, and it'll be just a plain Jane lead generation form, and you've probably seen those on sites that you've been on. Those are okay, but they really don't get attention. So I thought I would implement a sign up on my sidebar, but I want it to be attention getting, and I also want it to blend in, so to speak, with the rest of my pages. But let's take a look really quick at this post where I just put the lead generation form. So here's the post. We're going to scroll down, and here is the form, and this is what it looks like. So someone can just enter their name, their email. when they hit sign up, they're going to be automatically taken to the thank you page. So then when we scroll down some more to the bottom of the page, and this is just an example, I'm going to go back in at some point and put a like a header here, or a heading rather, that says this is an example of what, and actually it's an example of a lead generation form. Okay, so this section is spelling that out, so I'll just leave it the way it is. But anyway, at the bottom of the page, I have another lead generation form right here. So it gives people the ability, no matter what page they're on, if they're on any page in my blog, I at least have one way for them to sign up. So 2 opportunities to sign up to get more information, and so that's that. So now let's go to let's see. I'll go to my home page. And there's one other thing that I need to do really quickly, and that is I need to reactivate one of my plugins, and I'm going to show you the different ways that you can set up lead generation. You can actually make lead generation fun, so that people are not overwhelmed with it, or they don't feel like you are in their face. Some people like having things in their face. Some people like the more subtle approach. And so I am going to, and actually it looks like this is activated. So let me go to my plugins. Sorry for this detour, but I definitely want to show you the lead generation form that I have in the form of a quiz. So it'll just take me a second. So this is actually activated. And this is Thrive Quiz Builder. So you will be able to kind of take a look at that and how it goes. So I think biggest challenge, I'm not sure. I think this is it right here. Let's see. Yep, that's it. Okay, questions, update gate. Okay, so it looks like everything is working okay. Well, if it isn't, we'll just have to revisit that later. Okay, so on my first page, this is my home page. You can click on get started, and this takes you to a page that kind of explains more about how we work. Now this is a lead generation form right here, but it's behind a button. And so if you are looking to make your lead generation forms less in your face, this is a way that you can do it. So on this page, what I want, what I'm trying to accomplish is that and I hear my alarm going off here in the background. I'm going to pause this. I'll be right back. Okay, so you basically want to set up your lead generation forms in a number of different ways. And the thing that you can do is test to see which methods work best for your audience. So in this case, I have set this up in a way that's not in your face. It's not, please sign up, please sign up. You have to make an active decision that you want more information. So I make the visitor click this button, and then they get to sign up. So that's one way to do it. You can actually put it behind a button, and that really, the person would have to really want the information. It kind of makes it a 2-step process. They have 1-step processes, and then they also have 2-step processes. And the 2-step process is what this illustrates. So the one that we did on the lead generation form, this is a 1-step process. So this is kind of more in your face. Like, this grabs attention when you're going through the blog post. It's there. If you want to sign up, you can. You don't have to click any buttons. You just put your name and your email address in there and hit, the sign up button, and then that's it. But with this one, this is more of a, do you really want to learn more about starting an online business? If so, click here. And then at the very bottom of the page, I have another way that you can sign up, and that also forces you to click a button. So with Thrive Suite, it really gives you the ability to, have a lot of variety, and you can test that out to see what works best for your audience. Now, another thing that, let me show you one of the other ways that I do my lead generation forms, and then I'm going to end this video. I know it's been a little bit long, but I think it's important for you to see all the different things that you can do. Number one, with the Thrive Suite tool, and number two, even if you use another tool, these are the kinds of things that you want to think about. The way you set up your lead generation forms can have everything to do with, how many leads you end up getting, because some people are really more in tune with, some people are more in tune with the in your face method, and then other people, it turns them off. So you definitely want to see what works best for your audience. Okay, so here is another blog post that I've done. And what I did with this is I set up a form that appears when you scroll so far down into the page. So you're reading and you're kind of getting the gist of what the blog post is about. And then you can, if you want to sign up, you can. If not, you can click out of this. But this gives you, learn profitable blogging strategies that you can start using today. If you're interested in that, you can sign up. And if not, you can click out of it and continue to read the article. Now, again, this one doesn't have a sign up form in the middle of the post, but it does have a sign up form at the end of the post. So here is this is an actual sign up form. So this sign up form is set up to be on all of my posts that have to do with blogging. So I can set up a lead generation form for specific categories. And so this is only going to show on specific categories. Now, if I want to set up another kind of sign up form on different categories, I can do that as well. And that's one of the great features of Thrive Suite. Now, this is also the one that I have in my footer. So this also gives people the ability to sign up. This is a one-step process sign up form. So that is pretty much it. This is just kind of an overview of the different ways that you can implement, it gives you a look from the back end as well as from the front end. So if you want to set up lead generation forms on your site, I would highly recommend doing that, because it's going to enable you to generate leads. And, that is really the first step that a person can take as far as engaging with your business. So I'm going to sign off for now, and I will see you on the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.